Yo, what's up? I'm B Real from Cypress Hill, and we're gonna be in the hanging out. No doubt. Peace. Nothing to Lose was probably the hardest to translate. That one and possibly Checkmate. All the other ones were, fairly, they were fairly simple. But those were the hard ones because it was an up-tempo song. The beats are like 110, 115 per minute. And they're really, like on a forward flow instead of back of the beat. So it was a little challenging. We did more up-tempo songs than we had originally planned. And it's a much bigger sound. We stood away from samples for the most part and done mostly live instruments on the record, and it turned out well. We all tried to elevate our game, and I think we did that because we all worked together on doing so instead of, myself taking the beats home and try to write to it. We all stood there and thought of every concept together, so. We started off at Camille in San Francisco, and, they asked us to do this radio show called West Side Radio where they would bring in guest artists to host the show while the regular shift DJ was maybe on vacation or whatever, or maybe that was the promo for the week. And when we went on, we were kind of clowning around and people liked us on the air, and then when they asked us again, we said, hey, let's take this serious, like let's act like we're really radio guys, right? And they saw the potential when we did that. But we, did different things, with the humor and everything, and just different than any hip-hop DJs had been doing. And when we came to the third time, they offered us a time slot. So we started from there, and, as time went by, we started to take it serious. We said, well, hey, man, this is a whole other avenue, because if we can make this show #1, that means, we're going to have 10 million people listening to our records, whenever we want to play them. After we did the blow up and toured with it everywhere, I came up with the design for the second blow up, which is the King. And he's in a throne, and he's holding a big fat joint and stuff like that. So, we all pretty much kick the ideas around, and then one of us will get inspired by the first idea and come with something after it. But that idea went over well, because we all have sort of the same vision for the group and where we want to take it. So, it makes it easy in decision-making time because nobody ever is arguing about anything, so.
My father, his name is Willie Bobo, Latin jazz pioneer, played with a lot of people like Tito Puente, the king, Latin music, Cal Jada, a lot of jazz greats, 14 albums under his own credit. And that's my background, is Latin jazz, because I've been playing professionally since 5 years old. I was playing with him. We have a couple of guys from the group Fear Factory playing with us. We have Brad Wilk, Rage Against the Machine, playing with us. We kept it pretty much a tight unit, though. It's kind of scary, talking to millions of people and you're not there visually. You're just there. You're talking to them, so you have to keep them interested. It's been a challenge, but it's been so much fun for us. I know there's a lot of hip hop groups that are notorious for not giving a good live show. They'll have great albums, but as far as a show, it'll be like mediocre, and we like to take it up to the next level. We all like different types of music. We appreciate it, so we've been able to add that into our music. That's why you hear a lot of different influences musically, from like blues guitar samples to, you know, being able to do a Spanish album, doing more heavy alternative kind of things, you know, so we've been fortunate.
Mellow Man Ace worked on it, my brother, and the Psycho Realm Kids. And we also had one of the homeboys from Control Machete. That's the hottest rap group in all of Mexico and South America. They came down, we did a song together too. So I was actually impressed with what we done. I think I impressed myself. Be Real impressed me, you know. That one's called Skull and Bones. That wasn't my idea, but I could live with it. And and that one right there, we just got kind of ill with it. We recorded like 20 hip hop songs, and then you know, Muggs decided that he wanted to start doing some stuff with instruments and some other cats. So we started bringing people in, and then we recorded 10 more, you know, rap songs, you know. So right now, I don't know where the album stands, if it's gonna be just a hip hop album or a mix of both or a double record or what. But I think, honestly, me speaking, I think that's the best stuff we've done ever. Because you've had a lot of bands that, because of the fact that they didn't write radio tunes, you know, labels just flushed them down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? And these are good people, good artists. And I feel that things need to change, you know? The record companies have made billions and billions and gazillion dollars off of artists. And almost to a point, it's kind of like a slavery or prostitution game. And I feel that all that needs to change. You know what I mean? And with cats like Master P and, you know, and Dr. Dre and people like that, I think, you know, we're stepping closer to that day. We're definitely getting closer to that day, and one day it's gonna be the labels, you know, kissing the artist's ass, not the way it is now. We want to be able to go do shows in Cuba, you know. I don't know how much of that is a reality or whatnot, but we plan to go to all those countries, you know, and do shows, and you know, hopefully make it something where people could come out and afford it, you know what I mean, and be there, and just let people see, you know, that we haven't forgot where we come from, where we were born or anything, or who our parents are. You know, we're about, you know, spitting hardcore stuff all over our albums and being as hard as we could be. And you got a person that's telling you, well, Cypress, this isn't what's happening now, or, you know, this and that. I think, yeah, it's way more important to ask these people out of the game as much as possible. And let the people who are making the music be the ones that, you know, control the music and what's out there.